welcome to the football section. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing? Good. You all had to drink in the break, I can tell. Happy New Year. Woo! My name's Jonathan Hearn. Start with a joke. Might as well. A man goes in a pub. The bartender says, "Whose are these mangoes?" Man goes in a pub. Are we all drinking tonight? Excellent. I impressed myself recently. I did something really efficient. I managed to impress myself quite a lot. It was amazing. Incredibly efficient. I managed to squeeze a month of no drinking into a week. Of some drinking. It was a great week. I had a pretty good night last night. Ended up being given 3 numbers. All I need now is the other 8 and I can give her a call. Actually, I found myself last night, I can't believe it, you'll hate this, I found myself saying something incredibly sleazy. I found myself saying, "Are you a model? Because you should be," to a tiny house. What's it doing out that late? Dangerous. I'm interested in many things, so many things. For example, movies, very interested in movies. Give me a cheer if you like movies. Give me a cheer if you've seen The Theory of Everything. Not all of you, most of you, I imagine the rest of you have heard of it. I've heard of it. I haven't seen it myself, but as I understand, it's about the life of the astrophysicist Stephen Hawking. And during the movie, you witnessed him developing motor neuron disease. It's very powerful. I really wanted to see this movie, but I accidentally rented the excellent instructional video, The Theory of Hawking, which is about hunting with a hawk. but it is really good. It is excellent. The guy presenting it knows exactly what he's talking about. He's very clear, he's very concise. I learned a lot. And he does actually develop motor neuron disease throughout the video. It does make it extra powerful. In the end, the hawk was doing all the work. Which is the point. That is the point. It's a good video. So if you, everyone, if you want my advice, you're a fool. No one wants my advice. Don't listen to my advice. No, you don't want to listen to anyone's advice. Don't listen to anyone's advice. A lot of the time, people's advice, it's from their own experience. They've got vested interest. You can't trust it. I once had some very strange advice from an old, wise farmer. He was there leaning on a fence, chewing on a thing, and he said to me, "Don't sleep with 18-year-olds, unless they're human. In which case, use your judgment." Strange advice. Strange advice. So don't listen to anyone's advice. I was trying to think whose advice I could listen to. I could trust 100%. Whose advice could I trust 100%? Parental advice. Parents, they're often living vicariously through their children. A lot of the time, their advice is really just for themselves. You can't really trust that. I was trying to think about. I thought the only person whose advice I could trust 100% would be me from the future. I reckon he's got a pretty good idea of what he's talking about. But then I thought, what advice would I give myself in the past now? And I think it would probably be, keep up the comedy. That would be keep up the comedy. That's quite. And then he put a little bit more effort in, and I'd be in a better position now. Just thinking about myself. You can't trust anyone's advice. You really can't. Another thing I'm interested in, history. Very interested in history. If history has taught us anything, it's dates. It's taught us dates, hasn't it? History. Good old history. It's taught us that. King Henry VIII, he was in history, wasn't he? He was part of that. He was King of England. Any fans of England in? Thanks. I'm pleased that I'm here too. He was born 1491, and he reigned from 1509 until 1547 when he died. And then they said that's enough. They put an end to the reign there and then, straight away. Most famous for having 6 wives. He married 6 women. He married Catherine of Aragon, Anne Boleyn, Jane Seymour, Anne of Cleves, Catherine Howard, and Catherine Parr. And the way we remember the fates of those wives in chronological order is divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived. And what I find so interesting about that is that Catherine Parr is still alive. After all this time. So, my name's Jonathan Hearn. I love myself. And we're currently cohabiting, so it's getting pretty serious. So serious, I've actually started to practice my signature with my own surname. Silly women laughing. It's good to keep the practice up, isn't it? It's all chip and pin and contactless these days. But, I was talking to the man who lives in the wall the other day, and what I mean is I'm looking in the mirror. And he said, "Isn't it wonderful that we've got pre-sliced bread in the house?" Flat. I said, it used to be a house in the 19th century. But yeah, pre-sliced bread's amazing. I was like, yeah, I agreed with him. I usually agree with the man who lives in the wall. It's wonderful. It's already sliced for you. It takes all the time and effort out of slicing your own bread. It's already sliced. Then he said it's the best thing. I'm not sure if I agree with him there. Because if the sliced bread has been sliced at regular intervals along its length, but then you could then slice it along its width. What do you get? Breadsticks. They're better. They're better. But no, there's a third dimension. You can then slice it along its height or its depth. You could call it the depth. What do you get? Croutons. They're the best thing. I don't really understand croutons myself. I don't really know what they're for, but they are the bleeding edge of bread slicing, and I'm not an early adopter. I don't really understand croutons. I don't know what the people of the future will do. There is a fourth dimension, time. All I can imagine is a pile of croutons appearing and disappearing at regular intervals. I don't know what use they'll have for that, but that's for the people of the future. I can't pretend to understand their needs. I don't even understand croutons. I don't quite know the words to say how I feel. Don't write a song then. I've written a song. Do you want to hear it? It's a love song. Who likes love? Okay. And who likes songs? Okay, something for everyone. Here it is. Love song. Can't believe that it's all over. I just miss you so. Oh. Such a whore. Such a horrible situation. I can't sleep at night. A date rape. A day draped in your arms is like heaven to me. Retired of each other now. My happiness gone. Penis gone. Fuck getting you is the hardest thing that I'll ever do. Penis gone. A cum rag. Finding out that you were Welsh when you said cum rag was your home. Oh no, it's cum rag, isn't it? It means the Welsh language, not the country. It doesn't really work in there. Sorry. So on the way here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I bumped into a street drunk. He was holding a large glass bottle of San Miguel, and he said to me, let me see if I can remember exactly what he said to me. When you open this for us, he said. And I opened it for him, and then he said, have some. And I drank some, and he drank some. Then he said, have some more, and I had some more, and he drank some. And he said, have some more, and I was like, look, I've got to be somewhere. So I sort of said no. And then he hugged me, and while he was hugging me, I felt this wetness on my neck, as he was licking my neck. And then I sort of got myself away, and I went, anyway, see ya. And as I was walking away, I thought to myself, was that me from the future? Not only would I feel I was allowed to lick my own neck, I'd also want to lick my comparatively younger skin. And as I was thinking this, he shouted, keep up the comedy! So, I've enjoyed it!